Remember, while Zechariah was carrying out the privileged priestly task in the holy place, Gabriel appeared to him, announcing the birth of a child to him and his somewhat old wife, a child whose name was to be John, the promised forerunner of the Messiah. Out of doubt, Zechariah asked for a confirming sign and was rebuked by Gabriel and struck silent. Zacharias went back home after completing his priestly duties, and his wife indeed became pregnant, just as Gabriel said. Elizabeth bears the promised miracle child, and her neighbors rejoice with her. On the 8th day, Jewish males are circumcised. Jewish tradition was that at the circumcision, the boy, his name was given. Traditionally, his name would be Zacharias, but Elizabeth insisted, rather abruptly, that his name be John. Close friends, community members, relatives came to Zacharias and Elizabeth's home for a ceremony that is still today called a bris, the circumcision ceremony. Somewhere in the ceremony, when the name of Zacharias was being given to the baby, Elizabeth interrupted. Now remember, at this time, women were subservient. She, however, did not play that role. She insisted that that child's name was to be John. Since this was not the name of his father, nor was it the name of any relative, there was a strong reaction to Elizabeth's demand. Zacharias was made aware of the problem and given the opportunity to decide upon the name of the child. And so he couldn't speak, so he wrote it. And he wrote, "His name is John." At that moment, Zacharias' tongue was loosened and he began to praise God. Think about this. We have a miracle birth at an advanced age to a prominent priest. The priest was muted until he consented to the name associated not with his family, but a name that was given by a celestial being. This report impacted not only those who actually witnessed it, but the word went out. Sort of gospel gossip spread through the hills of Judea, and therefore it was understandable that some would later ask John, was he the Messiah? The second portion of our lesson is the Psalms of Zacharias. Verses 76 to 79 focus on the messenger, John, and on the impact of his ministry. As Zacharias was informed by Gabriel that John will be the forerunner of the Messiah, whose task it would be to prepare the world for his coming by preaching of sin and forgiveness of sin, we want to note here that in both the praises of Mary and in the praises of Zacharias, there seems to be more emphasis on the results of Christ's second coming than his first. But modern Christians should note, in both cases, we are the beneficiaries. That's the lesson for this week. Have a great week. Bye.